Try to do a quick video on this is my 1971 Dodge Challenger, so probably 1970s also for sure. The 72 to 74 might be different. This is a window regulator replacement video, and I'll tell you, I've replaced window regulators on other cars, but this was a very difficult one. Some reason Chrysler puts the fasteners on the bottom of the window on the inside of the, so you got to go in backward with a screwdriver and try to take the window out. So I left the window in, and I use these bungee cords at the bottom of the glass and hooked it around here to hold the glass up. Then I took out these four bolts here, and that loosens the regulator from the inside of the door. And then, as you can see, I have cut open, kind of butchered this thing, cut open this space underneath the regulator, because the regulator needs to drop down, because the inside of the regulator, in order to get this stub all the way inside the door and all the way inside the door, and then to be able to swing this whole thing out this rear, I even had to cut this piece open here to get this tail out. You have to drop this thing down into this area so the inside of it will miss this vertical track here. So I mean, you can take the glass out, it's very difficult, and then you would have to take these vertical tracks out, front and rear. There's another one back here. But you're a better person than I am if you can tolerate all that work. I did this one man, so 4 bolts to hold the regulator there, 2 bolts to hold the glass to the bottom track. I took the bottom track out first. Just 2 bolts holding that on. Once you cut this open here, you can get the regulator pulled down here into this position far enough back that the tail of these regulator arms will be able to slide out of here. Keep in mind that you have one regulator arm is up into this upper slide here. So first you unbolt it, pull the regulator all the way forward to get that wheel off this top track here. Once that drops down, then you can bring the whole thing out here. You just got to swing the thing around a lot. I'll show you real quick on my old regulator. The problem, this is my old regulator, it's out, and I just replaced the whole thing. This goes into the bottom rail of the track, and then this was the other side, which was completely broken off and missing. And in order to replace those, it looks like it's got a big giant rivet that holds it on. I mean, they do sell these kits that have these replacement parts, but I mean, the wheel here is clogged up. This one here is about to go. So I just bought the whole new regulator from Classic Industries. That's the part number. Or if you want to try the rebuild method yourself, Classic Industries also has this hardware kit, and it has a bunch of junk in there. So I'm just going to take this one back. I'm not going to trust the rest of this stuff here. But anyway, it can be done without removing the glass, with only one person doing the work. But like I said, you're going to have to cut some access, some additional access. I'm just gonna originally there was even a piece across the bottom here. I cut this out because you want to drop this, like I said, this whole piece of the regulator, you got to drop it down into this position because this is so deep with the regulator and the spring that the first thing you hit is that vertical track. So I didn't take the glass out, I didn't take the vertical tracks out. Both tracks stayed in place. I was able to get the regulator out and the new one in with these cuts, as you see, this piece here. So once the door panel's on, you're not gonna see any of that stuff anyway. Anyway, it's a tough job. Unfortunately, Chrysler did a shitty job of making this thing is just a ridiculous piece of shit. I've done them on Chevys. They're very easy to do on Chevys. So I'm very disappointed in Chrysler's engineering on this part. Anyway, it can be done. Good luck.